I'm going to turn around so that I can copy. Stand by, stand by. Copy. I'm not able to. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Oh, well, there it is. Hey, are you trying to call Larry Welk on the Scrambler? On FM2? Or I'll go to, he's on FM2? Hey, on FM2, go ahead, go ahead. Yeah, the hottest spot I've seen so far is going to be on the sort of Port Hueneme side, or the I want to say like the western end of Hidden Valley. No. Yeah, I think it's going to stay up in the hills here between Hidden Valley and Yerba Buena. There are some homes up by like Magoo Rock, up in the hills there. But it's already kind of burned itself out up here. So when it turns around, I think it's going to put itself out. Yeah, I mean, I'm going to fly back over toward the coast because there's a lot of stuff that's still burning over by that Malibu High School area. Hey, you want to go back and get that hot spot, or do you want to try and get back into it? For 30 seconds. At 30, and then we'll go back that way. That's right. They're wrapping up their briefings, and they are definitely headed this way. This is an area that we are right between the Pacific Ocean and Hidden Valley, another area that when I left yesterday afternoon, they were starting to paint this hillside with those DC-10s and some of those other aircraft that were dropping the retardant. And it looks like it did a very good job of slowing those flames down. But as we zoom over here and race toward this area, you can see lots of smoke. But the important part about this picture is the smoke is coming from the north, and it is just wrapping straight down into the valley. There is some unburned spot here, and so it's a very tense situation because as I look across the fire, it's about a 15-mile line of fire. They're trying to contain it. At this point, though, still very active flames. We are going to head back over into the Malibu proper area because we think that there's some unburned terrain over in that area as well. But as we peek over this hill, look at those flames. They're starting to kick up as the wind is becoming a factor this morning. The Santa Ana offshore wind, it's really starting to kick up. Okay. Good job, Bridge. My mouth is getting so dry when I start because of the smoke. So I'm like, I got another fire starting up right at the shoreline. You see that? Oh, right. I'm going to try and call air attack real quick. Wolves air attack, helicopter TV5. Copy, 4 minutes. Wolves air attack for TV5 on 22-9er-25. Yeah, something's going right here. I mean, there's fire trucks. Oh, you know what? That's my dad's house. That is my dad's house. Yep. Actually, it's the next door neighbor. Yeah, so it's the red roof, just that side of the green lawn. Hey, Vance, if you're still on a personal note, this is my dad's next door neighbor. Okay. Yeah. Copy. I don't know. Is it worth looking at? Okay, let's go find something better down here. Unbelievable. All right. Yeah, I'm going to move down here into this because then we can pop in to the valley as well. 2:30, copy. Yeah. Man, I mean, this is incredible what we're flying over right now. This entire neighborhood. Do you have a... Wow. I wonder if it's something we can actually, like... So what I'm going to do, Rich, if they're going to come back to me, is I'm going to start at this home that's on fire next to Malibu High, and then we'll just pan. We'll just pick. Look at all these homes here. Copy 1:30. Harvester, Clover Heights. Copy. So let's start on Malibu High School. Just, well, I mean, just, you know what I mean, like to show the proximity, which is right next door. Well, you know, it's incredible to see now that the sun is coming up, the total devastation here. So if you're familiar with the Malibu area, that's Malibu High School at the bottom of your picture. And then look, we'll tilt up. There's still a home that is got some active fire. Rich Prickett will push into that. But what's even more devastating than that is that along this roadway here, Horizon Drive, Birch Drive, you can see just home after home after home that has been destroyed by fire. And these homes weren't visible because of all the smoke and the way that the smoke was burning over the last couple of days. But really just one after another. And when we left you last, On a personal note, I've got a father that lives in this neighborhood. My father lives just up the beach here, and there were fire trucks pulling into his driveway because another area of smoke had popped up. So we flew over there. It turned out to be his next-door neighbor, and it was an outbuilding, but it was a very quick response by the LA County Fire Department and some of the supporting agencies. But as you look through these neighborhoods, just total devastation. The fire moved through so quick. Firefighters did what they could, but when it comes to these wind-driven fires, there's just not much you can do. But again, neighborhood after neighborhood, just home after home after home gone. And every once in a while, we'll start to see a little wisp of smoke. When we do, firefighters are quick to put those out. So for those folks that are evacuated and wondering if their homes are here, if your home has made it, these firemen and women are really doing a terrific job of getting out some of these hot spots and protecting. But unfortunately, the damage has been done here. Just a tremendous. We've counted at least 30 homes just by our visual count over the last 15 minutes or so. So we're going to continue to fly around the area of here, not only in Malibu. We're going to pop back over into the Calabasas area. But still a very active firefight. The wind is picking up. The sun is coming up. And I fear that as these winds come up, there's going to be a very big fight for these Southern California firefighters. That's the latest over Malibu. I'm Larry Welkin, Sky 5. Back to you. I would say that the reason they're not letting people back in here into this neighborhood is because every home here is still in great jeopardy. It is just based on there are still so many hot spots. And the topography here, as you make your way into Malibu, if you're familiar with Point Dume, you've got these little valleys, these little draws, saddles, and sometimes the fire will smolder, move through, and literally 3 blocks from where you thought the fire was is where another tremendous fire will pop up. So now we're making our way past Point Dume. We're going south along PCH and over into the area near Bonsall Canyon and Morningside Drive. And I can tell you it's just as bad over on that side as well. So indiscriminate. This fire just came charging through here. And lots of smoke, lots of hot spots, so it's definitely going to be a tough fight. And just once they do start letting people back in, devastating to find out. That's the hardest part, whether or not your house is still there. And look, as we make our way across Canaan Road and back over into the area that is closer to Pepperdine, at the top of these hills, still home after home. You can see some homes still standing, but again, we're seeing active flame on these homes, and you just don't know which could be next. And again, also very difficult for firefighters, even with the aircraft, even from the helicopter. It's tough because there's so much smoke that's laying down into this valley that it's tough to pick out where to go and how to fight that fire. That home right there is the one I'm looking at with the pool that's on fire. Okay. So I'm going to go around that and then tilt up to show the sunrise. Go ahead, go ahead. So I was right next to Malibu High School, and all of those streets that leave Malibu High School that go north from there. And then we made our way across over to Bonsall Canyon and Escondido Canyon. Malibu Park, correct, yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's not going to be tough. There's hundreds of homes up here, right, all over the area here, right at the end of Canaan. It did. It did go all the way to the ocean. Well, look at these homes over here. They're gone. Um, and Cliffside Drive, there have been several homes on Cliffside that have gone as well, which is south of PCH. As a matter of fact, there are homes that have burned all the way to the ocean. There are homes that are right on the cliff here that are gone. Yeah, it's right at the edge of Point Doom. So Cliffside Drive, right at the beach, they have lost homes right on the cliff. You can actually get there from Zuma Beach as well. If you take Zuma, if you go down and make a left, you can get there. Yeah, if they could make their way to Cliffside, there's about 4 homes that are gone on Cliffside. Actually, I mean that's crazy. Air attack over the Woolsey fire. It's helicopter TV5. Hey, what hilltop are we into? So if I drop down, we'll keep the signal. Okay. Okay. So if you pull to a wide shot right now, you can get the sun in it, and then you can tilt down to that cliff and see those homes. In fact, one of them's still smoldering. Actually, forget about the sun. I'm gonna just get down. We'll just kind of do a little flyby here. Hey, this is Westward Beach Road right here. Copy. Does this work for you? I'm going to make a left turn around that. Actually, you know what I'll do? I'll go straight in from the ocean. So you're gonna start right there so that you can see the ocean and those homes, and then we're gonna cut across to Malibu High. Oh, I'm not sure.